Everyone. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Elizabeth King, and I am a wife and mama of 6. We live here in Wyoming, and it's a pleasure to be on here with you tonight and to see all of your faces. We are so excited to be sharing with you tonight. You are going to hear some amazing stories that are full of hope and encouragement. And I think it's safe to say, I know at least for me, and I think the other ladies, we did not really join Plexus for a business. We were really just looking for the health benefits that the products had. I know I was searching for answers for my daughter for a really long time, and that's what I really wanted, was something to help her and heal her body. But we actually found so much more than that. It became this community, and I can see so many of these women on here tonight that I have become friends with that I never would have met if it weren't for Plexus. And we live like all over the country. And it's just it's neat to have that network and support, especially in times like these. It's so weird, and life is just crazy right now. And I know that I have this community that is there not only in my business, but in my life, supporting me. And so that has been just an unexpected blessing. And I'm so thankful for that. Like I said, I did not join for the business, but I quickly fell in love with the products. And then I fell in love with the company. I could just see the heart that they had, and I could see like their vision. I had just finished up going to a health and wellness school, and they what they wanted to accomplish was right in line with that. And it was just so impressive. And so I fell in love with the company. They have huge hearts. They have an amazing compensation plan. I never, ever expected to be, getting a paycheck for doing, what I'm doing. And they just really treat us well, and they have our best interest in mind. They recently just announced that they wanted to do something to help out in this time of need, and they wanted to get more money into the hands of people like right away. And so they have come up with this amazing incentive, and Rachel's going to tell you a little bit more about that later. But I can't say enough about the company and the products. And so I'm going to turn it over to Linneas, and she's going to start us off with her testimony.
Hey, well, like she said, my name is Linneas, and I am a homeschool mom of 4. My story is that a number of years ago, we had 4 babies in 4 years. And right in the middle of that, we bought our first home. And 3 months after moving in, my husband lost his job. We were a 1-income family because I was a stay-at-home mom, and he actually was out of work for a whole year. So things got pretty rough, as you can imagine. And I was just I'm miserable. I was on survival mode, super tired all the time, run down, stressed out, crave sugar like crazy. And I had no desire to get a job. That wasn't our plan. I was going to be a stay-at-home mom. I was going to homeschool eventually. And so my friend reached out and shared Plexus with me for the products, for my health, and also for the business. And for the first time in many, many years, I actually felt hope. Had been feeling so hopeless and helpless before that. And it was the first thing that gave me hope, that I was able to start dreaming again, made my first vision board that I had ever made. And shortly after I joined Plexus, I actually was able to watch her rank up to Ruby, which is one of the ranks in our company, one of the pay ranks. And after that, I was just all in. It was so exciting to see and just to know that this was real, that people actually make money doing this. So now I've been consistently making about half our mortgage payment. And I homeschool my kids, and I'm easily able to fit it in between and throughout the day. And I have the joy of helping people, and it's so rewarding. But one of the best parts that I feel is really extra special right now is the community that we have. It is fiercely positive and encouraging, and is just what I need right now in this time. So it's one of the best things I've been a part of. I think Tammy's up next.
Hey everyone, hi, my name is Tammy. I live in Central Lakes, Minnesota. I'm married to my husband for 26 years and I have 2 boys. So I started Plexus for Health just like Elizabeth did and a bunch of us on here, and I had such amazing results that you end up sharing with your friends, right? Well, when I shared with my friends and family and they had amazing results, I started noticing an income that was increasing that I had never expected and never dreamed. I was fervently praying for my health side of things, but isn't it just like our Lord to provide more abundantly than we could ever ask? And so with Plexus and starting for health and then turning it into this unexpected blessing of a business has been huge for my family. My husband's a pastor, and I have always had to work to help supplement our income. I, for over 20 plus years, did an in-home daycare. It was full-time. It was a lot of work. I loved it. I knew that's what the Lord had for me at the time. But boy, when my business started increasing by helping people, was I ever thrilled to be done with little people. I love little people still, but I was thrilled that the Lord was giving me a different opportunity. And I thank him so much for this, because now I'm able to, before I started Plexus, I couldn't leave my home almost. That's how sick I was. But now feeling good, being able to leave my home part-time and go to work and help others and then be there for my family has been a huge blessing. We have wiggle room in our budget, which is something that we had not experienced in a long time. Grocery shopping was a struggle. You plan your meals around what's on sale. Cub used to have those buy this meal deal for the week or whatever, and we'd thrive on that and do different things that way. My son's car broke down last week. He was stuck on the side of 371. And normally during this time, we'd be like, okay, this is a little stressful. How are we going to fit this in? We didn't even have to sweat it because the Lord knew. He took care of us. And thanks to the Plexus business, we were able to pay for the car getting fixed. Okay, the other things that we've been able to do is, you guys, our kids have those athletic fees when they're school, and those athletic fees aren't cheap. So we are able to provide for that. And we've paid off 2 new to us cars. They're not brand new cars, but they're great. Just wait till you have those teen drivers. You'll totally understand what I'm talking about. So that has been a huge blessing. We have been able to give more than we've ever been before. Being in our line of work, we come across a lot of kids that go into the mission field and different things. It's been a blessing to be able to support them. So that's been huge. And then now we're hoping, with 2 kids going back into college, to also pay off that too. So here's my thing, you guys. If you have ever recommended your favorite coffee, what you love at Target, or your favorite restaurant, you can do this job. But if you love being the hands and feet of Jesus and serving people and striving for a better community, one that supports you and is there for you and will help you succeed, then maybe tonight this is what the Lord is calling you to do. So I just want you to keep an open mind and listen to a few more stories. And up next we have Samantha.
You're hard to follow, Tammy. You're good. I am Sam. I am a stay-at-home mom of 2, a 4-year-old and an almost 2-year-old. And so our lives are busy. But I've been with Plexus for almost 5 years. And when I started, I mostly just started. I'd been in the products for a few months, but my sister needed help making a rank, so I did it for her. And I liked the cheapest price on the products too. That was a good thing too. But I had no intention of doing the business. Like, I saw other people be successful, but I was like, that's not the type of business for me. I couldn't do it. Like, I didn't think I was a salesperson. I didn't think I just was like, I couldn't be that person on Facebook. Like, I just didn't think I could do that. And so I just passed up the business, just wanted the best price for my products. And after about a year, I was introduced to the thought of getting my products paid for. And I was like, oh, I'm pretty interested in that. Who doesn't love free products? And so I took a look at the business and the compensation plan, and I was like, I could totally do this. Like, this is not a big deal. And so I decided to go for it with just the intention of getting $100 a month to pay for my products. And that would also allow, like, make it easier on Ryan to let me keep getting my products if they were paid for. So that was the only way I started, just to get $100 a month. And now I make enough to cover our car payment each month and a student loan payment. And so that was such a huge blessing, like completely unexpected. I was not looking for that type of money. And especially now that I'm stay at home, like that extra income is huge. And I think Linnea talked about it too, the flexibility, like I can fit it in wherever it fits in my schedule. I've got 2 small kids. And so it's hard, to find free time, but like nap times and after they go to bed, I can just fit it in wherever that I have free time in the day. And so I really appreciate the flexibility of the business. And this month, it went to extra groceries, with the weird time we have right now. It's like, we were just stocking up on groceries and I didn't have to worry about where that money was going to come from. I could tell Ryan, like, we can get all this extra food and put it in our pantry because it's not going to hurt our budget. We're not going to be, taking money out of savings just to pay for extra groceries this month. And so that was a huge blessing. And it's just nice that as a stay-at-home mom, I can contribute to the finances and ease that financial stress off my husband. And I'm so thankful that this opportunity was presented to us and that I get to help others feel better and earn their own paychecks while earning my paycheck as well. And that's just the feeling of helping others is so rewarding. And the feeling of helping my family is just as rewarding. And I'm so thankful that this opportunity was presented to us. And actually the person up next is Rachel, and she presented Plexus to our family. And like, I can't even begin to express how thankful we are. My mom has an incredible health testimony, and we have, our family has health testimonies, my son, but I used to babysit for Rachel's kids back in the day. We grew up in a small town. She has some stories on me that shouldn't be shared, but like, I'm just so thankful that she's shared with my family. And so Rachel's up next, and I'm excited for you to hear her story.
Oh, thank you, Sam. I have such a big team, and it blesses me so much to know that each one of these families represented are changing their legacy and their what's going on in their family for their future, for their health. Grandmas who can pick up their babies again because they're no longer suffering in pain. They can hold their grandbabies and be that jungle gym grandma that they've always wanted to be. People are paying off student loans. My kids, 2 of our kids have graduated debt-free from college, and our youngest is a senior in high school this year. What a bummer of a year to be a senior. But she has choices for her future that would have never been able to happen. We couldn't set aside money for college. We had 3 kids in a Christian school. And so all of the things that we've been able to provide for our children, for friends, but to me, seeing family legacies change, it makes me want to start to cry. So we're so grateful. This is my husband, Keith. We've been married for 26 years, and I just asked him to come and share a little bit about the business side of Plexus. And I don't even know what you're going to talk about, babe, but this is Keith.
I should have made some notes. I didn't, though, so we'll see what comes out. Sam, did you buy extra toilet paper? It's stocked up.
Sorry, it's really bad toilet paper. It's not the quality kind that we usually get, but it works for the time.
So you're one of them that took all the toilet paper then.
No, our neighbors are. But that's okay.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking about investments in businesses, and small businesses are having a tough time right now. As many of us know, maybe we know somebody that owns a small business, and the idea of starting a small business, you have to think about investment. So you're investing your time and your money, probably from the very beginning. A lot of time thinking about business plans and loans and where your business is going to be and what do you need to get as far as equipment and staff. And loans, just there's a lot of investment with your personal time on top of the fact that you have to invest usually a lot of money to buy the building and the equipment and supplies, and depending on what your business is, there's a huge investment in both of those with the hope that you'll make money, that you'll have customers that will buy your product or your services. And then when they do start buying, you have to obviously subtract the expenses of your business from your revenue to come up with profit. So in a nutshell, that's simply what a small business has to do, and they do that every month. They're looking at their expenses, they're looking at their revenue to come up with their profit to see, okay, we're making a little bit of money. Plexus is a business that you invest a very, very minuscule amount of money every year. I mean, I've never figured it out, but if you could figure out the percent that we pay annually, the actual amount that we have to pay compared to your income, it would be a very, very small amount. Obviously, there are other expenses that we have. You might have to buy computers, or it's less than that.
11 cents a day.
Yeah. I mean, but I'm saying compared to your revenue, if you put that in. So investment in Plexus, it's a small amount of money, but can be a large amount of time, or it can be as much time as you want to invest to see a huge benefit financially. So just thinking, you put a small amount of money in, and then you put a lot of time into loving people, caring for people, wanting to see people be healthy, and also to see them reap financial benefits. It's just an awesome plan for success, and it's worked. It works, obviously, as we've heard tonight already. So we do that. We invest a small amount of money, and then Rachel obviously does our business, and she invests the most amount of time. And I would imagine it's really not work to you. You enjoy doing it, and you've enjoyed learning about health and learning about people and colors and numbers and all the stuff that goes along with that. So when you enjoy what you're doing and you love investing into people, it really isn't work anymore. And we still get the benefit of a paycheck once a month. It's hard to not enjoy Plexus. It's a win-win. And, unless you hate people, anybody can do this and be a success at it. So that's my 2 bits tonight.
That was awesome, babe. Thank you. And you guys have friends who invited you here tonight because there's this amazing opportunity that we wanted to share with you. Our company released a $6 million stimulus package, and they put that out just a few weeks ago. It goes through the end of this month. And right now, I'm going to just share my screen so you can easily see what I'm talking about, and then I won't miss any steps. But here we go. So Keith talked about, if you like people at all, network marketing is a great business for you. And our company CEO often says, if you're blessed, be a blessing. And that's why we share Plexus with you all, because we've been so blessed with this company, with our health, with our finances, with how we can give and share and bless our community. We just have this amazing tribe, and I'm so grateful for that. And right now, this stimulus package that they've released, you could easily, if you joined us tonight, within a month, you could make between $225 and $600 by sharing Plexus with 3 or 6 or 9 people. It's just incredible to me. It started a while ago, but the executives have set out to bless 10,000 Plexus families with a $600 paycheck, and that $6 million stimulus has a plan. So right now, you can join Plexus for $9.94 and pay 1 cent to get your welcome pack shipped to you. That's a really big deal. I was in another network marketing company years ago when my kids were little. I got out of it right before we had our youngest daughter. And I had overhead, I had inventory, I had to do parties, and we were in $8,000 of debt almost 18 years ago when Keith asked me to please stop because it was sucking the life out of our family. I was gone all the time. He was always daddy in the evening, and I was up till 3 in the morning creating samples. And I have just loved not running all over the place, not having to have inventory, not having garage sales of all of the crud that I couldn't sell or that they discontinued and I couldn't use anymore. And so to know that for $10, you can join our company and potentially create an income stream from home right now. And one of the neat things that our president wanted to do for us is he wanted that money in your hands within 3 business days. So if you join our company and you have friends join you and purchase a welcome pack, you're going to get that money in 3 business days. That's incredible to me. Incredible to me. So for $9.94 and 1 cent shipping, you get a turnkey business. You get a 7-day trial pack of Slim that you can share or you can try. You get a 1-year membership with our company and 10% off of welcome pack with the code HEALTHYHAPPY. Your ambassador can help you with that. Because everyone can have a chance. And if you need the business and you can't afford a welcome pack, they're still allowing you to be eligible to earn a stimulus, that stimulus package money. I can't believe that. That's incredible to me. So if 3 friends join you and they order a welcome pack, you could earn $175 right off the bat. If 6 friends join you, it's $500. You guys, that's incredible. I've never seen anything like this before. And then you can take that income, you can invest it back into your own health, purchase your own welcome pack, and get started on these products that have changed our lives. I think for the sake of time, I'm not going to go any further. Your ambassador can tell you all about all of this goodness that's going on. But for tonight, as I wrap up, I just would love to invite you to join us if this is something that is pulling at your heart, or maybe you've been afraid. Like, what in the world is going on? When am I going to get back to work? And you've been watching us, you've been reading these testimonies, hearing these stories. Right now is probably the cheapest way you could ever join our company. And to be able to be a part of that stimulus package, gracious, I would love to cheer you on to do that. We are not a company that promotes go for the throat, attacking people, cold messaging, all of that stuff that gives network marketing that creepy feeling and the bad taste in your mouth. We really are just a community of women who share, and some men, who share what we love and who have seen a huge difference in our own health and the health of our children because of these products. I started to share because my favorite aunt was literally dying. She had a tick-borne illness. She'd had it for 30 years, and I was watching her the last few years age dramatically. And I told Keith one day, I don't know if she's going to make it for another year at Christmas time because she was so sick. And that winter, I began Plexus, and she was the first person to come. And I always say my uncle said the most romantic thing, how do I get my wife back? And he handed me his check card, and he told me his social security number, and he asked me to sign him up. And I realized as I watched her health progress, her throwing away on the rotten prescription that she had for 15 years, her be able to hold her grandchildren and not hurt because she had an autoimmune issue that just touching her skin hurt her physically. As she healed and progressed, I knew I was holding gold in my hand, and there was no way I could keep that to myself. And that's how my journey with this company began. I wanted to lose a little weight and get rid of an itchy rash on my foot. And God said, oh, sweet girl, there is so much more here for you, and there are other people that need to hear it. So if this is tugging at your heart tonight, or you're like, okay, I've been watching, it's time to jump. Your ambassador is ready and waiting for you. We're not going to make you, bite that off a live chicken. It's just joining a company that cares, that loves to help. And like he said, this isn't a job. I get to play on social media all day long and have friends. And we haven't been lonesome during this social distancing time because we've been chatting and communicating and laughing together. And I'm so thankful for this community that I've found in Plexus, and we would love to invite you to join us. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. I promised we'd be done in 30 minutes. It's only been 26. I'm never done early. So thank you so much, ladies, for presenting tonight. I love your stories. I'm so grateful to do this with you. And if you're our guest tonight, just get back to the ambassador that invited you, because they would love to help you get started in a way that fits you, that's good for your budget and your family's budget, and help you begin to create that legacy that we've been talking about for your own family. Thanks so much. Have a great night. Stay safe.